everybody. Happy New Year's. I hope you all have had the best Christmas, the best New Year's of this whole entire year. Action.
The best way to have a successful day is to start the day off right with a strong morning routine. And that can involve meditating, taking your medication, eating a good breakfast. But let me tell you, this is the Clean My Space channel, and cleaning is also a part of a good morning routine. So in this video, I want to share with you how you can set yourself up for success for the day by incorporating a few slick cleaning moves into your morning routine. Now, don't get too intimidated. I'm not going to have you busting out the vacuum at 5:30 in the morning. These are simple, quick, easy things you can do to make your home feel so much cleaner and better throughout the entire day. The first, the easiest, and perhaps the most obvious thing you can do every morning is make your bed. When you hop out of bed, it's so tempting to do 7,000 other things slowly. But the easiest, quickest thing you can do is just pull your sheets back up, fluff up your pillows, and make your bed. This sets your day up for success. There have been studies, there have been books, people talk about this. It's like the subject of podcasts, and it is the easiest thing that you can do. I mean, I time myself when it comes to making the bed. It takes literally under a minute and my room instantly looks cleaner. One thing you can challenge yourself to do is to make your bed before you check your phone. If you can do that, let me know in the comments down below, because frankly, I don't think I have that kind of self-restraint. Look at me, I'm a grown-ass woman, but I still have the same habit I had when I was a kid, and I will tell you, it is a hard habit to break. But this is something I work really hard on during my morning routine, and that is to take my pajamas and put them in the laundry hamper instead of on the floor, because that is the default position for me, to just shimmy out of my clothes and leave them on the floor. And if you're someone who does the same thing, I would encourage you to just take your pajamas, walk them right over to the hamper and drop them in to avoid the buildup of clothing on the floor or on the chair or on the Peloton or the treadmill. The other thing you can do is just do a quick visual inspection to see if there are any stray socks or t-shirts or anything else lying around that needs to go in the hamper as well. That way you don't have stray laundry lying around the floors ever. And now to incorporate one of my favorite cleaning habits into another cleaning habit. I want you to have your hands full when you leave your bedroom first thing in the morning. That means that your water glass, any dishes, perhaps a magazine, book, newspaper, or anything else that ended up in your room the night before that doesn't necessarily live in your room needs to come out with you. This means any drinking glasses, plates, newspapers, magazines, or anything else that you brought into your room to enjoy the night before that doesn't live in your room, that's the stuff that needs to come out, because as soon as that stuff starts to build up, your room becomes cluttered. But if you can have your hands full on the way out first thing in the morning, you won't have to deal with that buildup of clutter. If you're a tyrant in the bathroom when you're getting ready, like I am, I'm talking like 25 skincare products, hair products, elastics, this, that, then it means your bathroom probably needs a little glow up in the morning. I know if I let my bathroom go too long without a little intermittent touch up, it becomes frightening, unappealing, embarrassing. So in the morning, give yourself like a minute or two on the clock and just do that little bathroom glow up. Reorganize your products, put your hair tools away, kind of wipe up any toothpaste splatters, hair, anything stray, splashes of water. And that way you'll never walk into your bathroom and feel that sense of dread or disgust. Nothing I'm familiar with, of course. You would just, feel good. And it just takes a couple of minutes to do. Note to self. Now it's time for the rubber to meet the road. You've probably gotten out of your bedroom. Hopefully you're dressed and ready for the day, and it is time to make yourself that morning beverage. If you do that, perhaps make yourself lunch or your kids lunch, breakfast. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the kitchen in a short span of time. And I know in my experience, the kitchen can utterly explode in the morning. It just takes a minute and it is a mess. So this is when you really have to be on top of your game when it comes to getting things done, but cleaning as you go. When I made it into the kitchen, I take my daughter, I get her set up with her breakfast, and as soon as she's eating, I get my dishwasher unloaded. Now, we run the dishwasher through the night before because we are not fans of having a bottleneck in the kitchen, and the dishwasher is the #1 place for that bottleneck to build up. So I take a few minutes, I unload that dishwasher. If I'm making myself a drink, I will boil my hot water up at that time as well. And then once the dishwasher is unloaded, I'll put any straggler dishes back into the dishwasher. And it's at that point when I will get her lunch prepared and her morning ready to rock. Once she's done her breakfast, I will do a quick tidy, put her dishes in the dishwasher, wipe up the table, and get moving. I usually have my breakfast once she's off to school, at which point I blend up my smoothie, I clean up the blender jar, and then I let that dry. I know it is so easy for me to make a mess out of my kitchen in the morning, and it is a job to make sure that that doesn't happen, but being mindful of it really keeps the kitchen looking clean. So obviously my morning routine looks different than yours. I'm just sharing with you what I've done and what I've incorporated into my morning routine so that my kitchen doesn't look like a disaster zone. Now, every morning's different, and I know sometimes you might be rushing out the door, and other mornings you might be able to take your time a little bit. But I would encourage you, regardless of what's going on that morning, to just find 60 seconds and a very small job that you can knock off your to-do list. For example, if that means putting through a load of laundry and running it before you leave, or taking stuff from the washing machine and putting it into the dryer before you step out the door, emptying garbage, whatever it is, just take one little tiny thing off your plate so that when you come home or your evening routine kicks in, it's one less thing you need to do. Ultimately, you're looking for ways to set yourself up for success. I'm not saying add stress to your life. I'm saying find ways to reduce the friction points in your life by just taking those easy jobs off the table. Here's my little assistant. It's the winter break right now, so she's been helping us film today. And that brings me to this week's comment question, which is the first thing I mentioned in this video was making your bed and not checking your phone. So tell me, are you the kind of person that checks your phone the first thing in the morning when you wake up? I am. I am disgusted with myself. But yes, when I wake up in the morning, that is the first thing I do. I'm practically blind, like I've just woken up. I can't see a darn thing. I'm, completely disoriented, but I will grab my phone and then stick it in my face and start texting with my friends, like good morning, and catching up with what happened with them over the past 8 hours. It's ridiculous. Anyway, let me know if you're that kind of person in the comments down below as well. And of course, if there are any morning routine things that you think are imperative that I missed, I'd love to hear about those too. Now, I just want to let you know before we sign off that there is a huge sale we are having over on the Clean My Space website, where our ebooks are currently being discounted. You'll see a link come up in a minute. You can also visit cleanmyspace.com. We've got our 50 DIY cleaning recipes. We've got our 90 days of decluttering ebook, our 3-wave system, tons of ebooks that are designed to help you clean faster and better. So you can visit cleanmyspace.com or click that link, find out what the discounts are, and get your hands on those ebooks. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. What are we talking about today?
Morning routines.
And what are we going to talk to people about doing for their morning routines?
Cleaning after you eat.
And what should people do in their bedrooms?
Clean up their rooms.
Specifically, what about like the clothes that they might throw on the floor?
Put them in the laundry.
What about like their bed, like if their sheets are messy?
Make their bed.
And then what about like all the dishes? What do I do every morning while you're eating breakfast?
Wash the dishes.
Yeah. Do you think that helps to keep a house looking cleaner?
Yes.
Yeah. Is there some stuff that you like to do in the morning when it comes to cleaning?
Sometimes I pack my backpack in the morning.
Yeah.
And I clean up my lunch after I fill up all of my lunch.
Wow.